The next question I wanted to ask you was like, we're about 2 weeks into this condensed season and the All-Canadian division. And like, what's your biggest takeaway thus far? I know for us, it's the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
They're legit. I think
But are you surprised by that, guys? Are you surprised by that?
I'm surprised at the beginning. Like, I'm surprised at how much they've improved in one off season and how much bigger and meaner. The Leafs have only played them once, so we've only gotten one real good look at them. But I am surprised at the way their team identity and makeup has changed within one off season. And when I was on with you guys a couple weeks ago, I was saying that, like all the prognosticators had the Leafs just winning the division. And I think that is not a given. I think, and the Canadiens are the type of team, even though the Leafs won the first game, the Canadiens are the type of team built to beat the Maple Leafs. They're a type of team that the Leafs struggle with, like a physical, big opponent. So for us, that's my biggest takeaway. And I know that's Ryan's too, is the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this. The only thing I am surprised about with the Canadiens is how fast they've been able to gel. Because a lot of times if you get 4, 5, 6 different players, kind of different setups on your lines and so forth, it takes a while to gel, not 5 games. And they went in, probably should have beat the Maple Leafs on opening night with all due respect. They go dominate the Vancouver Canucks. They tear up Western Canada. I mean, these guys were on a mission. My 4 playoff teams in the Canadian division in order: Toronto, Montreal, Calgary, and Winnipeg. Mm-hmm. So right now, those teams are there. Yeah. Calgary's only played 4 games, so they're not there statistically, but they're a couple points back with 4 games in hand. So they're in that mix. But the Montreal Canadiens, a much heavier team. I wonder if they could sustain this over this period of time. But going back to your original question, the thing I'm actually enjoying seeing the matchups of 2 or 3 game series, and they're almost like mini series within the season.
100%. Yeah.
And I get up for old Jets versus Canada games. So this is my glory. This is the year I've dreamed about that I never thought I'd ever get, and this is what we're getting. So I really look forward to it, and I wish this was 82 games, and I kind of wish this was a regular thing.
I think I'm of the opinion that I think the NHL will be making a mistake to not make this a permanent thing. Like, obviously, when the league resumes, like post-COVID,
sure, you're
not going to play within your division the whole time.
Right.
But I love just having all the Canadian teams in one division. It's so funny. Like, sometimes like after the game's over and the highlights come on, I have this light bulb moment where like, oh my God, there's a whole other league. Like, I am not at all engaged in what's going on outside the division. I'm just not. Like I said to him the other day, like, oh, here's what was the game that was on the other night? It was the Coyotes and the Golden Knights. And I'm just sitting here being like,
I don't blame you for not watching that.
No,
I mean, give me a better example.
And this division has made me stay up for that later game. Like, usually I'd be like, oh, Calgary and Edmonton are playing, I could skip it, but now it matters so much that I'm staying up and watching those games, and they're great games.
Yes.
Yeah, they really are. I love it, and you know what? You're bang on. It's not like I've forgotten about the rest of it, but my interest level has severely gone down outside of Canada, and the Canadian division has severely gone up, and that's like including like the Ottawa Senators, who haven't had the best of starts. But even an Ottawa Senators game, I kind of want to see what Shabbat's doing, Norris is doing. Brady Tkachuk's a little pain in the butt, but I want to see what he's doing. And even the new German player that they have in the lineup, whenever he does play, I kind of want to see them. I know they're 7th on the list, but I could not give a rat's ass about the Ottawa Senators prior to this year. And I'm interested. I really am.
Yeah. If they win 10 games this year, they'll be lucky.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Exactly. So,